everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am doing a full face of first impressions. So I have a bit of a mixed bag today. I have stuff from Maybelline, I have stuff from Beautybay, which I'm super excited about, and I have a couple of products that I have used like historically that I'm kind of bringing back, but yeah, I thought I would just film that today. So I'm going to start off with an old product that I'm just bringing back and that I wanted to use again, and it's the Ordinary high adherence silicone primer. So I used to really love this back in the day, and the other day I was kind of looking on Space NK to kind of bulk up my basket, because I bought the new Rare Beauty lip oil, and I thought, you know what, I haven't tried this in so long, and they probably wouldn't have changed the formula, but I used to really love it. So I actually forgot to check about the little bit at the bottom. But yeah, I just remember, like, I think this was like maybe 2 years ago or something, but I'm pretty sure I used to have this part of my project pan, because I did it once and I never kind of achieved a successful project pan, and I was kind of like, I'm gonna stop doing them because I just have a bad habit of buying so much makeup that I'm never gonna really stop buying it and then have time to like use up a lot of older stuff. But I'm pretty sure this was part of it, and you know what, it's a really affordable primer, and I really like it because it's really like, it really sets into my skin, and it is just very softening. So if you want something that is really going to help like soften your skin and keep a foundation on all day, I really like this primer a lot. So I'm actually quite glad that I picked it up because it is so soft, and my skin is pretty dry today. I mean, I've been trying my best to drink a lot more water, so I'm hoping, I mean, even just because of my rosacea, my skin does get very dry, but even though this is like a silicone primer, I still feel like it's very softening. So the next thing I'm going to try out is a new foundation, or like a skin tint. So I actually saw this on Amazon because I hadn't seen it in any stores, but it's the Superstay 24-hour skin tint by Maybelline. So I'm always kind of seeing what Maybelline are bringing out, like complexion wise, because some of their foundations are so freaking good, and I really wanted to try this. I found it on Amazon for like, I think it was like 10 or 12 pounds, if that. And then I saw a review of Make Me Up by Mitchel, so she actually reviewed it, and I think I had it at the time, and I was like, I need to sit down and review this, but I haven't had any proper time to kind of like sit down and be able to like film a proper first impression. So I got the shade, am I able gonna see what shade I ordered? 03. So they have like a mixed bag of like shades. I'm not gonna say the shade selection is massive because I really don't think it is, but yeah, I'm just excited to see what this is like. So this has got a vitamin C in there, and it's meant to be 24 hours. I will never try anything for that freaking long, or accidentally I might, but just like, typically I wouldn't try anything for that long. So I'm going to start off with a small amount. It's a bit annoying because the pipette doesn't really pick up much, and it's already made a bit of a mess, so that's a bit of an annoying start. But I'm going to go in with my sponge because I feel like certain products work better with a sponge. So I'm just going to put that on and see, because my primer has set in, so that's perfect. I think colour wise we're not too bad, because I have a habit of being too pale, but then sometimes if it's too orange, that's a bit of a problem as well, because the last thing I want to do is look orange. But let's see how this is going to cover any of my kind of redness or any of my kind of spots. So let's see. Okay, so that's gone on really nicely. I still have a lot left on here, so I kind of feel like you don't need a lot, and I tend to go in quite heavy with my kind of products because I like to try and cover as much as the red as I can. This area is always a bit difficult for me to kind of cover because of the spots and the kind of scarring that I have, but I feel like this has gone on super nicely. It's really soft, and I feel like using a sponge is actually quite beneficial, because I think with a brush it might be a bit like streaky if you kind of like drag it and blend it, but I think with a sponge you're kind of tapping it in and it is settling in really nicely. doesn't have, I mean, it's got a tad smell to it. It's nothing too harsh, but I might just use this up because, I mean, I like to go full in, but it's kind of gone on really well. I don't know if it's going to oxidize. I might just have to wait a few minutes and see. But yeah, I got this on Amazon, so I was actually quite surprised that Amazon got it before any shops. I mean, Amazon is quite surprising when it comes to makeup because they do have all the like official brands on there, so you can buy Maybelline, you can buy like Elf and Revolution and stuff like that, so it's quite surprising what they have on there. But I'm actually quite liking this so far. I mean, it's gone on very well. It's not super duper matte, which is fine for me. It looks a tad dewy, but it just looks like a standard foundation. Does it say anything? Buildable skin like coverage, weightless feel. It definitely feels lightweight. Naturally radiant finish. I can say it's definitely, I mean, can you tell I've got foundation on apart from just like seeing me put it on? But it does look quite skin like, and I think I might have added too much, that's my own fault. Water and transfer, like, oh, resistant to sweat, water and transfer. I mean, if it was a warmer day and I would be quite warm, then I would definitely kind of like, these are like my problematic area, like my nose and my top lip. But the weather's not too bad today, so I can't really feel like I'm sweating. So let's just set this all in. But I've got a new powder by Wet n Wild, so I actually got this in my local Boots, and I think this has been out for a while, but this is their Bare Focus. I left the stick. So yeah, this is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus clarifying finishing powder in the shade Translucent. So I got this for, I think it was like £4 or £5, if that. So I'm just going to take oh god, that picks up a lot. I'm just going to tap under my eyes because I do get quite a lot of creases under my eyes, so I'm hoping it's not going to like, oh, it's got a bit of a white cast to it, so that's a bit I mean I don't want it to be like too pale on me. Does it say anything else? I mean it's just a finishing powder, so I don't expect it to be like crazy like colourful, even though it's a white powder. But it's not too bad. I mean, you can just like tap it away. I tend to use like a big brush sometimes to kind of set my face, but I've been using these a lot recently because they've just been a savior because I do get oily and like quite textured quite frequently, so these have been really helpful, especially like mattifying everything. And this powder's fine. I mean, I don't think it's anything outstanding. I think it's just annoying that the white is like, it's meant to be translucent, and it just leaves a bit of a white cast that you can definitely see. I've got white powder on as opposed to it just being like clear. So let's go on to the blush and highlighter. So I mentioned I picked up some stuff from Beautybay. The first thing that I picked up was their face palette. So this is the Bronze Blush and Glow. So yeah, this is their light quad, which I picked up, I think it was on sale actually. I think it was for like £12, maybe less than that. But yeah, I picked up, and they come in like 3 or 4 different varieties. But I also picked up their new highlighter palette. So this is the Peachy Glow highlighter palette, and you get 3 different shades here. I'm actually going to use the highlighter today, so I feel like I was going to just use the bronzer and blush from this palette because yeah, I wanted to give them both a go because I picked this up first and I haven't had a chance to try it. So yeah, I thought I'd go in with the bronzer first. So I'm going to start off with the bronzer first, and it's in the shade Hazelnut, which is just here. So I'm just going to take a cornered brush. I'm not going to go too heavy-handed because I can only imagine these are quite pigmented. I have seen a couple people review them, especially Makeup by Mitchel. Like, I watch all her videos, so essentially everything that she reviews I will always kind of trust in what she's saying, because even though she does get like PR and she does get like stuff sent to her, she's always very honest, which I really like. So I think she did review this a while ago and said that she did like it, if I can remember rightly. But yeah, I thought I wanted to pick this up for so long, so I'm actually quite happy that I have, because it was on sale, and the fact that it's very kind of like travel friendly. I think it's a bit big to be travel friendly, but at least you get a selection of 2 blushes and a highlighter. So There are other varieties. I know they've recently come out with I think one of the blushes is like a purple. I'm not really into purple blushes myself, but I felt like these blushes are really nice. So I think I might use this one today because it's a bit of a deeper tone, and it's called Rosebud. So I'm gonna just that. I like the embossing. It's got all the bees on them. So let's see what this is like. There's not much fallout, which is pretty good and quite surprising with this brush because I've had this brush for a very long time. Oh, that's quite nice. It's quite a glowy look to it. So I'll look at it in the Peachy Glow palette, but that one is very, very shimmery, and I thought I would just try something a bit different today because I've done a few shimmer blushes recently, and I thought I would try like a mattifying one. So that's really nice. I mean, I might blend in peach. I might just go in with both of them just to see if it adds anything. Like if you're new on my videos, you guys will probably just be like, why is she adding so much blush? But honestly, blush is like my favorite step, so I always add so much more blush than necessary. But yeah, we'll look at Peachy Glow. So I mean, this is very, very shimmery. I recently picked up one of the Doll Beauty shimmer blushes, and they are absolutely stunning. So this is also very cute. Let's swatch them, shall we? Because I haven't like tested them at all. So let's give this a go. So let's look at Cloud, which is this one. Oh, that's very nice. It's very icy. Next is Peach, which is this one. Oh yeah, that's stunning. And then lastly we have Haze, which is that one as well. So I mean, you've got a nice mixture for like Peachy Glow. I think they came out with 2 palettes, so if you have obviously deeper tones, then these might not work for you, but obviously this one is quite deep, so I mean you can definitely probably get away with it. But I'm going to go in with Haze because I feel like that one, like this top one, is definitely going to be more up my street. I think with Cloud I might use that on my inner corner, but we shall see how my eye look ends up. But oh yeah, I mean at the end of the day, I really enjoy Beautybay products. I think there's only been one thing that I haven't really enjoyed, which was one of their eyeshadow palettes. That was like the Bronze Age palette or something, but that was like not even a big staple in my collection anyway. But all of their products are just so stunning, and I really like this. And the fact that this was, I think it might have been like 10 or 12 pounds, and you get, it seems like a lot of product. Like this is going to take me a long time to use these up, so I actually quite like the face palette and this one as well. So these are definitely great in my book. Okay, so now we're going to go onto the eyes, and I don't actually have anything quite exciting for like an eyeshadow palette, so I'm just going to use this mini palette by Revolution that I got free when I went to like the Superdrug event. And then on top I'm going to add one of my VE Cosmetics single eyeshadow pans in the shade Lilith. So I'm going to start off with just kind of like this tone here. I mean, I don't have anything on, I don't intend to do anything crazy today. I just want to kind of, I need to like use something for my eyes, and I haven't picked up a new eyeshadow palette recently just because I have like so many. I'm actually going to film a declutter of my eyeshadow palettes after this because I've been doing a declutter series recently, so if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do, because I try my best to get rid of a lot of products, but then I end up buying a lot more to kind of fill those voids. But yeah, let's just try this palette out first. And then now I'm just, for like a corner shade, because I'm just going to use these 2 shades, I'm going in with this deeper one, and I'm just going to use a tiny amount because again, this look is not going to be anything too crazy or out there, so I'm just going to use this for like a wing. Okay, looking nice. So now we're going to go into the shade Lilith, and I don't know if I really have like empty pan to kind of just use this by itself, but I will keep it in the packaging until I hopefully one day get another like metallic pan. But this is a really cute kind of like, I just don't want to tip it out, like a pink shimmer. So I got this when I picked up one of their last palettes. It's like one of the green, like a mixed palette. I did a video recently, apologies on my short-term memory, but I'm just going to take one of my brushes. I think this is like a P. Louise brush, and I'm just gonna add this onto the rest of the lid and just, yeah, let's hope this comes out. Okay, that was really nice. I mean, it's not anything too crazy, but I thought I would just add something nice to top it off because I actually hadn't tried this, and I really like their formulas for their normal eyeshadow palette. So let's end on the lips. So I'm just going to quickly go in with my NYX Professional Makeup lip liner in the shade Born to Hustle, because I have another of the Maybelline lip vinyl. So I got this from Amazon as well, but I think this was like for like £8. There's a bit of a discount because they're normally about £12–13, and I got the shade Lippy, so I thought I would go for something a bit different because I tend to go for reds. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this on first and then we'll add that on. Pencils before, they are so freaking good. They're so creamy and so pigmented. They really stay on all day. So I'm just going to give this a bit of a shake, because I know with these, to kind of get them going a bit, you just have to shake it. But these lip are so good. They really last all day, and they just reminiscent of, you know, the thin ones, the other liquid lipsticks. But these are just another version of them, but they are very, very nice. But I'm looking forward to trying this shade because it looks like a very nice color. Was very, very nice. I actually forgot to add my inner corner, so I'm just going to use Cloud as my inner corner for this because I thought, why not? It's just gonna sit there until I actually use it. So just gonna, oh, that's kind of like a duochrome kind of color. Wow. Oh, that's very pretty. That's got like a, I don't know, it's got like a shift to it. I hope you guys can see. If not, I'm really sorry, my phone camera is not the best, but that's got a really nice kind of like duochrome feel to it. I like that a lot. But yeah, this is my finished look, and I have so far really liked everything. I mean, the foundation is looking really nice. I mean, my top lip is starting to get a bit warm, but I don't feel like it's actually budged, which is a miracle in itself, to be honest, because most foundations for me will just shift off. Both of the like highlighter and the face palettes are really, really good. I love them both. I mean, if you pick up one of these, you probably won't need this. I mean, obviously unless you want to, but I'm just saying, like, you got very different styles of like blush and highlighters in here, and here you got one choice of a highlighter, which is again like an icy one as well, but obviously it depends on the style that you'd like. The primer is still very, very nice as to my remembrance, and eyes pretty good. I mean, Revolution is Revolution, and I think VE Cosmetics, I've always rave about them because they're such a great indie brand. And yeah, this is my finished look. Let me know what you guys think. Have you picked up anything new recently? Like me, you can't stop spending your money because there's so much out there. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.